Hi, it's Ant. Welcome to the channel, and thanks for coming. If you're watching and you like my videos, subscribe and all the malarkey. A friend of mine, Carl, he's was looking at getting an e-bike, and I persuaded him. I said, "Look, have you got a bike?" And he said, "Yeah, I bought a bike. Got quite a nice one. Only used it a couple of times." He said, "Is it worth me buying an e-bike?" I said, "No, not really. If you've got a nice bike, show me a picture." I said, "It's absolutely spot on. I'll just run you through it, what the bike is." Bought the kit from PSW Power. I've got no affiliation with them at all, but I bought quite a few motors off them for people. Really good, delivery spot on the box. So I'll just quickly go through it because there's loads of videos about installing these, so I'm not going to bore you. But I'll just give you a quick rundown of what the bike is here. It's in the house, so the partner will be going mad, but there's Carl's bike, 29er, a GT, Aggressor. I'm into my mountain biking. I mean, this is a nice little frame actually. It's got Suntour forks, which just does the job. It's a £500 bike. Like I said, it's like new, hardly been used. It's only 7-speed with it's a 3.7 configuration there. That's only a 34 tooth at the back for climbing, but the torque of the TZ8, which I'm going to be fitting to this, will easily. He's only using it for commuting, and he's only using it really for going up some major hills we've got around locally. The only thing I did say to him, which is not a big issue, but it's got mechanical brakes, and they're never brilliant. They're better than obviously the old cantilevers and stuff, but. Yeah, to show you there, mechanical. But you can buy Tektro hydraulic brakes, and they're not, I said to Carl, they're not much. So if we need to change them out, we'll change them out. What do you get in the kit? Yeah, a nice big box. Only took a few days to come from Germany, from PSW Power, sorry. So you get your big box. Pedal suspension from the Subaru there. Anyway, what you get in the kit? You get the Z8. Now, I'm not sure what firmware is on that. I've got the firmware patching kit, but to be fair, I'll leave it as it is. I'm just going to build this thing up. You've got some of these brake controllers. Basically, pull them, cuts the motor out. These will fit a mechanical. These will fit a mechanical calipers like we've got on this bike. I'm not going to put them on this build. I don't use them. You've got the big display. Not keen on these big displays. They're not fantastically waterproof either, but they work. It gives you a lot of settings and features, and for what this is going to be used for, it's fine. Wouldn't be using that for mountain biking. I've got the smaller, this VLCD6, I think it's called, the smaller version. Got a throttle, not legal really on the road, but again quite handy if you want to do a bit of coasting. You've got the speed sensor there and the wiring. What else have you got? Your bits and bats for putting the pedals on. You've got crank arms. You've got your tool there. What else have you got? You've got the little remote control for the handlebars. Got a plastic guard. I won't be putting that on because I'm not keen on them either. And then you've got this thing here. This is what a lot of us want to see. This is the normal 44 tooth front ring you get with it. I'm tempted just to put that on because my friend Colin, who's running this, isn't going to be mountain biking and what have you, and this motor's got more than enough torque to drive this. And then this is a 34 tooth a steel 42. What I normally have to do is I'll 3D print a guide to keep it all concentric in the middle, and then I basically grind off all the the BCD holes that would normally go on a crank. Grind that off, get it all lined up, and then weld this onto the existing one, like I've done on my bike, and then basically grind this off. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So I might not do it yet on this conversion. But yeah, people, you need a 34, 32, 34 really for mountain biking, using this a Z8 for climbing 100%. The 44 not only looks wrong on a mountain bike, as we all know. I mean, that there is a 44, but this is like what you'd use for commuting. You know, so that's a 44, 34, 22, the old school setup there. So yeah, I'm trying to work out, like in my other videos, is ideally, you know, you look at this, the quality. These really do last, and you're talking 12 quid. That was 12 quid. That thing there, it'll do the job, but it's pressed out of, it's pretty tacky really. You can see the offset there, it's quite big. You can't get that offset with a 34, but you can get half of that offset with a 34, and the chain line's not going to be a lot better. I've actually got this welded to that side of the offset, and my chain line is surviving with E11 KMC chains. So there you go. I'll update the video later. I'm not gonna show you how to put it on, because there's loads of better videos than I can put. But the finished article, the battery's coming on Monday. I bought a 13.5 amp 48 volt battery for this, just keep the weight down. And also, Cole's not looking for like 50-60 mile range. I said you'll easily get 30-35 mile out of a 13.5 amp battery, so there's that as well. So yeah, it'll make a nice, really nice, powerful bike for the road, and it'll run between 250 watt and up to 750 watt peak with well over 120 newton meters of torque, well over. So it's and the reliability, that's the biggest thing with the Z8 over its predecessor, the Z2 and the Z2B, is the reliability. I have battered this for 5-6 months up the mountains, haven't touched my Z8, and I'm very, very confident that this motor will be absolutely fantastic. It's a lot heavier than the little brother. This is a lot heavier motor, but it doesn't matter, because with e-bikes it doesn't matter. So there you go. So I'll catch up with you in a minute with the update when this is installed. Okay. Here's an update on this video. This is the bike with the Z8 on, and someone's asked about how do you stop the motor, or how does it stop the motor with a torque. It's got a main lock ring there, secondary lock ring, which isn't as, it's an alley kind of cover lock ring, so don't over tighten it. I use a bit of Loctite on it, not Loctite, anti thread lock. As you move that plate over as well, it kind of holds it all together. And got a little gap there for the cable, and such a sweet kit, brilliant. I've just done the mechanical brakes on this bike. Hadn't been set up, it had no brakes, so what you do is on these mechanical, you undo that lock grub screw there. On the other side of the caliper, there's a plate that you screw in to adjust. What I do is adjust it, undo these two here, pull a lever, get it squared up, tighten them up, just check your gap in the middle there, but they're working absolutely spot on. I had to do the front as well. I've got the battery coming on Monday now. I thought it'd be here today, but yeah, I think Colin's going to be Mate Cole's going to be very happy with this. Display's up there. I don't like this display. Mine's over here. That's the little display I use. It's fantastic. It's a little diddy thing. Keeps the cockpit really clean. But if you look at mine, absolutely hammered. I'm deliberately not cleaning it. I'm not abusing it, but giving it some stick. And yeah, it's fantastic. So there you go. I'll video it when it's on the ground. The part, I do not like this front ring whatsoever, but the chain line is very good with this thing. But it's 44 tooth, so it's like, you know, you got 34 at the back, 44 at the front. It's all right on the flat, but it's going to put a lot of duress on this motor going up steep climbs. Yes, it's got a lot of torque, but why put it under necessary grievance? And I just think tongsheng, come on, sort that out, because it doesn't look nice. When you look at a smaller version here, I'm definitely going to weld this up, I think. Definitely going to weld it up. That's the only thing I don't like about this kit, is this 44 tooth on the front. I haven't, they are squared up there, you can see the gaps and the chain line. Other parts of the video, got 3D printers, just design that, keep it all concentric, cut that out. Take them out. I've got a lathe. I might just get rid of that. These PCD bolt holes here. Put that in there. Oh, there you go. Just keeps it all concentric. So once this is all gone here, I can just weld. Get rid of that outer. Again, that's the one I did originally. That works brilliant. Well, it doesn't work brilliant. It's just that's what tongsheng should pump out. It's one of these, a 34 tooth. A lot less material. Looks a lot better. Don't look at. I've got the teeth that are a bit rough. 3D printing done it the wrong way around. But anyway, as you can see. Ideally, that's what we're all looking for. I think a 34 tooth. I don't think we could get any nearer to the. Got to allow for the chain. The chain line. Oh, just bear with this. This is only a 7-speed, but widths are still the same on the cassette. The back, I would have thought. Yeah, so there we go. We're getting there slowly. Come on, tongsheng, if you can do it. There's someone out there, but needs pressing out. It's just the cost. Need a press. I think the only way we're going to do this is fabricate spider and weld them up. No big deal. Here's all the bits that you get off the installation. Keep them all. You've got your front ring, gear change there, your old crank arms, your front derailleur, there's a bell, bottom bracket. This, like I said, this bike's only been used 2 or 3 times. Gonna stay that by BB. Yeah, so just keep all them, because if you ever need to turn the bike back to how it was, just put them in a box. These are brilliant. 35 quid eBay. I run Makita. I'm a landscaper and IT, but yeah, this is what I'm doing. Next phase, cutting those lugs off, and I'll do the same to that, and I weld that and that, so you'll see the end result. Another part here, I've cut the outer, so that's redundant now, and that's now going to get welded onto there using my little 3D printed part to keep it concentric. Okay. Another part, just taking the grinding some of the angles off there a bit better, placing that on my concentric template, and then now you can see I'll be able to easily just weld, and I'll try my best to do a bit better welding this time. So I'll just need to tack that in, and that's a 34 tooth then, ready to go on there with a little bit of offset, with I think about 3.6 mil offset there. I'll take the paint off. That will melt if I do a full weld. So what I'm going to do is just tack 3 points there to keep it all concentric, and then I can take the template off. If anyone wants this template, I'll provide a link on YouTube. If you think you can do this, feel free. Don't copy me, I'm an idiot, but it's just worth. If you want a 34 tooth on this TZ8, I don't want to get rid of that horrible which I really don't like that. 44 tooth, don't know what I'm thinking. There you go. Just hope you're enjoying the video. I can't weld, but it's all stuck together. Well, there's 34 tooth ready to go. Crude but functional. Don't think that's going to go anywhere. Don't look at me welding, it's absolutely shocking. That'll work. All concentric, that's the main thing. Final part of the video. There we go. 34 tooth, albeit 7 spoons. The chain line, not bad at all. Not fantastic, but not bad. Certainly do the job. Thanks for viewing this video. That's a GT Aggressor with a TZ8 and a battery to go on the frame on Monday. Thanks. Bye for now. Yeah, just